Thank you, Aaron. So here you have the presence of all the value-added resellers and partners. So let's talk about the partner focus. How could they go do a double or triple digit of the revenue? To start with, what are the legal implications and ramifications for organizations who don't secure their network?
Yeah. I've been working on many of the audits in the corporate sector also. In fact, 50% of the time I put on the e-governance and the remaining 50% onto the corporate entity. And in the last year or so, I have audited about 26 organizations. They've been from 50 crore to 11,000 crore. What I have seen across is that many of the organizations, they have invested in hardware and software, which should be. But at the time of the implementation, there is something which they lack of. To give you one example, I was doing an audit of a chemical company, about 250 crore rupees turnover company. The company had invested in the hardware, software, but from the implementation point of view, they were not up to the mark. And as a result, you could see that many of their digital assets I could find in the public domain. And there were many scenarios in which we could find that a third-party access or an intruder was accessing into the network and some criminal activity was being done using this organization's network. There is a provision in the Information Technology Act which clearly says that negligency in having a proper security practices in place is an offense. It is both a civil liability as well as a criminal liability. From the civil liability, it is up to 1 crore rupees compensation to the victim so-called affected. And from the criminal liability, it can be up to 3 years of imprisonment, which is a cognizable offense, but a bailable one. But with this cognizable offense, if there is any type of a sections which has been put that this is intentionally done, then probably this could be a cognizable as well as a non-bailable offense. So when you are there in this sector, I would say that when you talk to your clients, when you tell them that if you don't secure their network, don't use it as a marketing part, I don't use it as a marketing gimmick or something, it's in the provision of the Information Technology Act, up to 1 crore rupees is the compensation to the victim so-called affected. So this could be a legal ramifications. This could be a legal side of you of not keeping the network to be secure.